Here's a fun game to wind up your opponent. Why not try and make as many 3-up saves as you possibly can in a row, and see how annoyed they get. Hello and welcome back to Auspex Tactics, the Imperial and Space Marine focused tactics channel, where we're currently looking into the new options in the new Space Marine Codex. Today I'm here for a quick tip video regarding the use of Storm Shields in your Space Marine units. Now, Storm Shields are a very good piece of war gear, as it gives you a 3-up invulnerable save against enemy shooting or melee attacks. In the last Codex, Games Workshop, in their wisdom, lowered the cost of the Storm Shield to 2 points for any model that isn't a character. Unfortunately, however, they have taken away most of the places we used to be able to take Storm Shields since the Index, and you can no longer throw one on a random squad sergeant in most places. The main places that we can now take Storm Shields in regular units are the Company Veterans and Vanguard Veteran units. My advice for these are simple. If you don't need the additional hand to carry a different weapon, say if you wanted a Storm Bolter and a Chainsword in the Company Veteran squad, then you should always give the model a Storm Shield to hold. The durability boost against most everything that wants to shoot power armored Space Marines is just amazing, and it can make it very hard to inflict first casualties on the unit, and then there can be just that 1 or 2 guys who just refuse to fail any 3-up saves at the end when the enemy is just trying to kill them down to a last model. So on non-character units it's very simple. Always take the Storm Shield if you don't have a better option. In the veteran squads they can typically be combined with either Storm Bolters for a nice durable shooter unit, or a Chainsword or nasty power weapon to boost their close combat potential. Now let's move on to characters. Typically the place where you'll most want to consider Storm Shields on your characters is on your Space Marine captains, particularly those who are hurtling in with a jump pack to try and beat up the enemy with something nasty like a Thunderhammer. Now this becomes a little bit more of a tricky choice. It's 10 points to put a Storm Shield on characters, and if the choice is between a 3-up invul save or no invul save, then that will make the choice quite a lot easier, because it really ramps up the durability on that unit versus no invul save. But captains don't have no invul save, they always have a 4-up Iron Halo, so they already have an invul save, so you're really paying the 10 points to go from a 4-up invul save to a 3-up invul save. My rule of thumb would be that if the character is planning on charging forwards and getting stuck into the enemy, I would typically give him a Storm Shield even at the inflated cost. Even if it doesn't necessarily save your character's life, it's likely your opponent will have to dedicate that much more firepower to wiping out your captain, and will therefore have less to shoot at your other threatening units. As I said before, Storm Shields can be very swingy, and you can just keep on rolling those 3-up saves and your character just laughs off an entire turn's worth of damage. I've had it in the past where, much to the consternation of my opponent, my Smash Captain just happily tanked 14 out of 15 heavy burst cannon shots that would have been 2 damage apiece, and just survived into the next turn, ready to beat up some more down. It can also be quite good from a melee point of view. Say your opponent only has melee units to deal with your fighty captain. If they charge in hoping to kill him, then having a very reasonable chance of tanking all the damage on that nice Storm Shield will most likely let him fight back, possibly even kill a charging character, or doing a lot of damage to a squad. Then they'll be in melee the next turn, and you will get to fight first and give them another good punching. So this video in brief: buy every 2-point Storm Shield that you can for your squads, and for characters, buy them the 10-point Storm Shields if they're going to go up and start fighting the enemy, but if they're just backfield gunline characters, then I probably wouldn't bother. Thanks for listening to another Auspex Tactics video, and I'll see you. If you have any ideas for further quick tip videos that I can cover, please feel free to post them down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.